I scrabbled at the wall of rubble, praying to Feldspra or Fedsprig or whichever deity felt like listening, that the tunnel to my homeland wasn't blocked off. But with every rock I removed, there was another waiting behind it.
"We should have known this might happen,"
Efadora said. I didn't answer, returning to my fox Dionys so I could rummage through the saddlebag on his flank and rip out the map we'd purchased in Berta. Efadora added,
"This is pretty bad, isn't it?"
Tunnels collapsed all the time in Mira, but there was no circumventing the rift, a boundary that separated the country of Mira from the rest of the world, and one we needed to cross if I wanted us to reach Sommerbast, my city of birth. My path to revenge, to kill the cultists who raised me, wasn't quite so straight anymore. "There's a town south of here that might know of a new route," I said, as I ran my finger along the map. "Port Laura."
"I know that name,"
Efadora said.
"It's a trading post. Father always complained about how Augustan imports would go missing there. People go missing too, I've heard."
A trading post on the edge of the rift would likely know of a way through. If we go there, should we be worried?
If I was a tax collector, sure. They're the ones with targets painted on their backs. People who seem too put together too, and those who aren't put together enough to defend themselves.
She looked me up and down, and I could see what she was thinking. The bandages covering my burned arms didn't make for a good case.
"I'm sure we can manage to blend in. Maybe."
I leaned against Dionys and took to examining the map for anywhere that could promise a way through the rift that wasn't Port Laura. Efadora came to my side to help, and an awkward silence filled the gap as we studied the map. It had been several weeks since we'd left Augustin together, and almost a month with just the two of us, but we still hadn't figured out companionable silences. Or I hadn't, at least. Too much baggage between her family and me, not to mention I didn't have much in common with an aristocratic teenager. I folded the map and stuffed it in the saddlebag. "Port Laura's where we have to go. Map says there's a tunnel leading there about 10 miles back." Efadora groaned and buried her face in the neck of her mount, Citra. The fox reached back and nibbled the bottom of her shirt.
"Too many setbacks," she said, her voice muffled. "We won't have enough food to go all the way to Sulian Daw. We don't have any money either."
"We'll figure it out,"